his pistol. Nats is in a bit of trouble, but he bails out, and even after putting the wall down, Gambit are switching up the pace, moving towards this B side, but delzicc is ready, taking down a double and holding strong in this connector position. He'll eventually fall and leave his team in a 2v3.
Yeah, it's looking for the fight back now. Redgar's taken space on the site and he's left Nats to sort of lurk behind. It's what he does best, but it's something that will be expected. Dink initially hit, and he's looking to try and take down genghsta, who is currently fighting against him. It's still awkward though, because Redgar is trapped within this site, and if he goes down, round is over.
Yeah, with him down, this is looking really tough. Nats is up against a Sheriff that's one hit for him. He's managed to wall bang him, and then Nats steps out. Using that pack mentality, Kesnet's made a risky decision going into this close corner, but they haven't checked it. That's a double, and indeed 4 kills for Kesnet. That's a pretty damn good start for him on this map.
He's almost got his neural theft. What
Game
a
changer, isn't
big
it?
ult to have early on. That's the only thing. He's got himself an ace in round 2. Them away. Straight away, the rotation cards starts coming through from CT. And, well, it's not gone amazingly for Gambit. In fact, they've lost a couple now.
The trap wire's at least gone, but with that snakebite down, Redgar's in trouble. The headshot connected. He needed it. Still, though, is it going to be enough? Gambit making it to the site. The spike still needs to be planted with just 10 seconds left. A headshot connected. Nats on 2 HP. Both of these players are so low. Nags in with a potential clutch. A 1v1. Both players have the Vandal looking for the headshot. Ooh. The spray is not good, but Nags will get a second chance. He's even spotted Redgar moving to the back of the site. He has a good idea where this player is. The recon going out to trade over the information. The peek, but Nags comes out on top. This man has struggled on the jet so far in this pace. My God, this is a quick round. They've got the weaker weapons and they're closing the distance. Defo already deleting Kesnet, and on the back site, delzicc will try his best to hold on, but he's just overwhelmed. Gambit have got the site, and Crew have to fight back into a 2v4.
Yeah, this was a huge change of pace to what we normally see from Gambit. Nice start, though, from Nags. Rounding the corner, there was an opportunity. But now it has to be the clutch. He's already managed to carpool. Couldn't quite land the headshot onto Shados.
I'm worried about how this game progresses. That pace change by Gambit, though, obviously we just had a technical pause, a little bit of a PC issue. That was breezed over, but coming into this, Gambit took that moment to sit back and think, you know what? I think we're giving these guys too much. But right now, he's got a bigger problem. Shados is looking to get aggressive and push up into him, but Kesnet was ready, sitting inside that Viper orb, taking the kill, and indeed the neural theft will be deployed for the information. Nags has gotten aggressive to find Redgar and the spike.
It's 35 seconds, Mitch. They have got so much still to do.
They know seeing Nags go that aggressive that he has a teammate covering his side, but they weren't expecting Mazzino to be right up in their face. A beautiful one for Mazzino as Chronicle falls. Crew bounce right back with a 4th.
A lot of trouble. That's a 1-4-5, Mitch.
It absolutely is. Here's the trap wire, though. They've gone up and above it, but that's just going to give Kesnet the double spray. Shados down. And although Kesnet falls in the end, they still have that advantage to play with in through the... Oh, no, you're not going to win that fight. delzicc is on fire. If you run through the poison orb, run back, but with it being destroyed, again, they're going to have to commit players towards that part of the map. Mazzino's being taken down immediately. Recon not going to get them anything on this one, and Shados has a great... Oh... A Viper's Pit inside of Hull to keep control. It also allows them to step out, round backstab. They seem to expect it, though. This is going to be a tough fight for Nats. He's not looking. Klaus has caught him.
They expect the lurker of Nats every single time at this point, and it's come back into, well, now a 2 versus 1. Klaus, the man to take him out, has to try and get another couple more. Already in a pretty decent advantage in terms of the rounds, and actually a little bit of an early swing from Chronicle, but they don't get punished.
Using like the likes of a Viper utility or anything like that can be countered out by Mazzino. In fact, he pops that ultimate right now. He's on 30 HP, so he can fight with his teammates, and if he goes down, they can pick him back up. But now he's isolated on the site. They look to fight in towards the spawn, but Nags is here. Blade Storm in hand, and he'll catch the 3rd kill. Crew are looking incredible on the
3 kills anyway. He is definitely having a worldie of a game, and these are the sort of things that I feel like now I'm actually starting to almost get a little bit frustrated, because Gambit have always been one of those teams where their default
mid and an advanced trap wire. They've spotted it. They've destroyed it. The flash is good. Kesnet's under a lot of pressure on the fall back, and he still gets away with 2.
How does he manage to get multi-frags in these positions? It doesn't matter though. Chronicle has instantly found a response. Klaus still fighting though, and he's got the Hunter's Fury. It's the last round. He might as well try and pop it, but gets absolutely nothing from it. Chronicle, he now needs to come up with an ace. Both players coming from the spawn, and he hasn't managed to connect. It is an 8-4 half on a map we have not seen.
Looked like a walk in the park, and the minute they hit serious international competition, they got slapped. Coming into this event, I thought we were going to see the same thing after that Liquid game to open it up. But since then, it's almost like we've replaced this entire team. They are anew, and now they come in, and you can see they saved it up. Here we go, a fast push coming out of Crew. Gambit have managed to get Chronicle behind enemy lines. There's no one even paying attention to him. He gets a kill and is still left alone. 3 for him in this round. And a pistol round that Gambit very much needed will go in their favor. Unless Kesnet's got something incredible. Oh no! What is going on? 18 HP left, a 1v2, and all of a sudden, within seconds, I'm eating my words.
He's now brought it down to just 2, Mitch.
This is incredible. And they're not even watching him as he comes up. Nats is turning to see it, and another headshot delivered.
No.
One shot is all that's needed for Chronicle. A 4K for him, an ace for Kesnet. The camera not going to spot him just yet. He knows exactly where he was, but Chronicle will fall back, moving to the back of the side, catching the off angle and saving the day for Gambit. A 1, but they still manage to find the 1 as they cross over. It's the opening that Gambit wanted with the Vandal. Oh, with Klaus going down, this now becomes very dicey. Remember, this is the buy round for Crew. This is one where Gambit come in with a bonus. They shouldn't be walking away with a win, but we saw Crew do it in the first half. We might just see the return from Gambit. The flash, it's going to catch... Oh, it's not going to catch Kesnet. He's free to take the fights up close. Oh, the spray is good for damage, but not for kills. Gambit overrun the site, find the free.
Again, his defense of this site involved getting a single pick, ducking out, playing the retake, and then they win this duel. And I don't know how necessary that duel was from Klaus. Maybe he thought that they'd be deeper into the site, but
they don't have the best of weapons, but they've got scrappy bits here and there. And now in a 4v4, the potential is there. Well, Klaus goes down. That's sad.
Yeah, and Seekers is going to help an awful lot. Clear some of those close positions. The shock dart from Redgar is perfect, and any worry in this round seems to have just faded away. It's left all onto Mazzino. Again, needs to ace this one just to give them any sort of a semblance of hope. And Chronicle, he is playing unbelievable.
Drone's going to be destroyed from the defensive side, but it does exactly what it needs to. Catching Nags, knowing now that there's an operator around here. We don't expect any ranged peeks to come out. Redgar's just going to stay tucked in behind that box until he gets the go-ahead, until he feels the moment. But never mind, Defo is just taking him down with Nags out of the equation. It's a 5 versus 3, and that also opens up the room for Redgar to take those peaks. He's in such a good spot to pounce as soon as they find Delzik, and that flash has revealed him. Redgar's going to start working on it, but the round's almost over already. With Mazzino left to clutch it out, it will not happen.
He had the gun as well, because if he did, that could be a huge weapon for them to bring through. Chronicle now trying to defend this with no utility. First kill goes his way, but it's a trade out from Nags, giving them an advantage, not in weaponry, but at least in personnel. However, Nats, well, the flanker killing the flanker.
Yeah, Klaus has been battling him at times, but he wasn't there to catch him this time around. Redgar was ready, absolutely. This is going to be tough. You know, for Mazzino, if he sits in this position, maybe he catches Nats coming on through if it isn't cleared. It'd be hard set to really clear this corner. Nats still takes a look, but he falls. They know now that Klaus is alone on the site, but they still have to find him. Now they've spotted up behind the pillar. Just a Sheriff in hand. This is a tough fight to take. Redgar will eliminate him, and Mazzino spotted crossing over to the side. They're ready for it, but the flash is coming through. That's going to push them off the angle a moment. He tries to deny the defuse, but Shados catches him in time. Double digits. He was talking about how they want to come in here. It's an honor to play against the best of the best, and they'll leave nothing on the field. And Nags is doing exactly that. This guy is on fire. Leading the charge with the opening duel. Shados goes down, and that operator already paying for itself.
They're going to drone in as well. So much information. Dash gone, so they'll have to fall back after this one. And I think they've even managed to spot out Nats as well. This is starting to get pretty dangerous. There's a lot of information currently there. Is Nats actually going to do this? He looks like he's about to try and make a play around the edge, and they use the Hunter's Fury to push them out of position. This is beautiful successful in the retake so far, but it still comes back to a 2 versus 2.
Oh, the shot out of Defo. Kesnit's caught, and Mazzino has to do it all. Defo keeps on fragging for 12. Gambit on map, zeroing people, but looks like they had a couple ideas of their defense as well.
Where's Jess's card? Didn't she have a card? Like, I'll eat my words. It said words, and I need that one right now because I will hold my hands up and say, like, you know what? After that first half, I was looking at this. I was like, crew, this is yours to take. Yeah. Gambit have obliterated.
Truly is. Crew put up such a good first half, man. I was believing. I was 100% behind the 1-0 to Crew. But they haven't been able to do anything here, and now again, the opening duel goes to Gambit. Mazzino falls, the fast push out of the Latin Americans does actually pay off. dapr saving the day. The Viper's pit now online will guarantee them a strong post plant.
Let's put them in a spot. No ultimates as well on the other side to try and clear this out, and nags again. Chronicle is gone. I believe there was the ping coming out from Klaus just to give that extra little bit of information. Defo trying to close the gap and might be able to try and isolate one of these players. It's going to be Klaus on the other side, and the shot is connected. The sneaky push through catches him, though. A big round from delzig, and it's left into the 1 versus 1. It's a perfect piece of utility out from Redgar. Can he get this final kill? Yes, he can! It is going to be that clutch out. It is going to be the first map going the way of Gambit. 9 rounds in a row for the Masters champions. You better believe they are not out of this one by any. For Redgar to play with. In fact, he's just tried to retrieve one, but whether it'll be available in time will be a completely different story altogether, as they're going to look to try and pressure him. He's still in the same spot, but they haven't actually spotted him. Finally will be cleared out. In fact, so will the majority of the team. Chronicle had a fantastic first map, but good luck, bud.
Yeah, it's going to have to be the 1v4, and he's already been spotted on his way through heaven. I'll be ready to face him together. Nags down below, waiting for contact to one of his teammates, and they'll just triple peek into this. Little shock dart to push him back. I mean, look, you got low HP on some of these players, but it's going to be hard to find that value. Going to connect those headshots almost instantly, and it will not happen this time around. Crew starting off with a pistol round.
Seeing Kesnit take these incredibly aggressive duels means that like, it's what we expected. They definitely haven't gone into this map with like a low mental state and low confidence. Straight away, the first thing he does is like, guys, I'm gonna peek into A.
You're gonna be playing aggressive. You're gonna be one of the first players around the corners taking these duels. Got inside the smoke just to confirm there's no one up close. Yeah, okay, Shados is though, and he'll still get away with 2 walking through the cloudburst. He's even starting to creep up towards them in the alleyway, and on backside, Chronicle wasn't spotted. A flawless round coming out of Gambit.
But anyway, but they haven't given any orbs over to the other side. They haven't given any weaponry away either, so this is as good as it gets. Now, I want to premise, the last time we saw this map played for them was versus X10. It went very badly.
They've got these Astral Stars, the fact that they have their camera there. And the Hunter's Fury's finding nothing. In goes Redgar, and down he goes right away. Kesnit with another opening duel, and it looks like Crew are having a pretty easy time over this A site.
The fact is, though, the afterplant positions are looking strong from Crew. There is a lot of work for Gambit still to do.
They know there's a player close. The flash connected. Good return. Defo on a triple. And sure, Shados will fall to the Nano Swarm, but they know where Mazzino is now. Oh, but he connects them both! The spray down is clean! The Red Bull clutch will give Crew a 3rd.
The problem now, though, is that lockdown. It's going to hold them back at least for a moment. Look at Redgar. He's tried to push through. They were ready for it. They don't actually manage to get the opener either. And the remaining players haven't actually moved. They're, in fact, all within the site, just waiting for the push to come in. Still, though, the entry goes the way of delzig. The trade not quite there just yet. And
they need to start covering off these positions. The camera spots one down below, doesn't grab the tag. Kesnit getting aggressive, dismissing after another connection by Mazzino, and it's all left to Chronicle. 16 health in a dream, and it turns to a nightmare quickly. 4 rounds for Crew.
It was just a few pieces of utility and some sheriffs. Now you look at what the other team have. Well, it's exactly that.
It's the ability to do damage in a lot of those earlier rounds. Oh, that flash is so good! Redgar has conditioned them. He's put those smokes down again and again. This time, he fakes it. He recalls the star, swings on a flash, and gets the kill. Great tag out of Chronicle, even without an Odin. That's an easy wall bang. And a 5 versus 3 emerges. Crew didn't come into this round with heavy weaponry, but I'm going to hope that Kesnit's able to do something with that Guardian they invested into. Oh, well, he's almost the last man alive.
Mazzino as well. Prime Gaming flawless coming through from Gambit. It really does just feel like they want it off of his utility. That kill there as well.
Y'all really gonna push into this up against an Odin Hunter's Fury active, trying to hunt him down, but he's actually swapped position. Chronicle playing over towards Market, and Defo's the one on site. He's in a lot of trouble, though. Getting out of here is practically impossible. He still comes out with another kill, eliminating delzic, taking the smokes out of the equation, and the retake. Chronicle has got his drone, he's got an Odin and a Hunter's Fury to play with. He's being covered up close by Nats, who spotted an exit. Lockdown, that's going to be a little bit of a thorn in the side. What's even worse than that is the player inside of main catching them off guard on the side angle. Redguard went down to Chronicle's Hunter's Fury, and now it's a 1v2. This is a disaster for Gambit. A clutch needed from Nats, and time is not really on his side. Those players safely behind some cover so they can't be wall banged down, and they know exactly where he is, Tom. It's going to be so hard to get away with this one, and a well-played shot from Nagsit closes it out.
It's Reed spot on. I'd say that. They start hesitating a little bit. Push coming through. Nags looking to try and find the opener, but he gets caught by Redguard pushing. Now, he didn't have one of the major weapons, so this risk is worth it. Nats, he's just got straight through! Managing to find a couple, but the trades are good. Leaving it down to just one man, and it is closed out for Gambit. It will be a 7-5 half, a little bit different from last time.
To it as we saw in the previous. Altogether, though, this series is delivering exactly as we had hoped. For Crew, they're in the lead, but coming into this pistol round of the next half.
Now the shock dart has already managed to take out some of the utility. Now there will still be the turret there, but in fact Chronicle has just taken the head clean off of Klaus. Now bear in mind we saw this at the last half. Both teams winning the pistol on either side of the map. Is it going to be another attempt from Gambit?
Well, they'll certainly try it. That drone is so well timed. It hasn't. Oh, okay, it's turned around.
Hello.
All good. They've seen him. He's going to be tagged on the way back, and Nag's now stuck in the corner. No dash to play with. Shock darts coming in. He's 30 HP right now, just dodging blind fire through smokes. delzic tries to come in and help and catch them off guard, but they'd already switched direction, fallen back and held short. Left now into a 5v1.
Here we go
Nags
again.
Eventually meeting his demise.
1v5, round 2. We saw this in the second pistol last time. Kyedae this time, I feel like the agent he has might actually help him out a little bit more. No longer on the Cypher. Now they're all going to be watching for this. He'd need some pretty incredible shots and already tagged desperately low. Of course, a single kill would benefit him at least a little bit, but chances slim. That is gross. He's even going to get the heal off of it. Nobody peeking in an attempt for the trade. They want to keep this crossfire going, and this time it'll only be 2.
Yeah, but normally Chronicle would have went out there.
They've given it up again. However, Redguard's in the same spot. Now, if we see someone push B and die to Redguard again, I'm going to be pretty upset.
That's a oh no! This is a great start for Nags, but with Nats falling, I mean, that's the one player you probably don't mind really losing in a round like this. Having all these other agents alive, and now a 4v4, the Odin not great in that kind of fight. It's not really what you want to be facing in a round like this, but it's damn good at breaking walls, so they've got to cross over against it. delzic's here to help, and they are doing the damage, and completely shutting down Gambit's attack. The spike on the floor, Mazzino just keeps on going with that big gun in hand. He's down to 7 HP, but I don't think he's going to get punished. Redguard, the last alive, Bulldog in hand, and, well, he meets the Odin as well. A fantastic round for Mazzino with a lot of Astra stars waiting for them on A.
They've got 2 stars. Now they're going to clear this position, but not properly. 20 seconds left. He's going to look to try and play within the smoke, and delzic shuts down 2 with the headshots. There is nothing that can be done here for Shados. He's going to go up above, and they're going to spam out the wall almost instantly. Mazzino again using that. 9-7. Crew are looking strong right now, and this is the half that we wanted from them. We didn't want to see them just fall away again like on the previous. Instead, they are bringing the hurt to Gambit, and the slow attacks hatch out the dart as well. He's doing so well just to delay them as much as possible with utility, and even manages to escape. He's got to be careful because they are looking to try and hunt him down, but with so many bullets, so many opportunities, it's just cleaning them up.
Yeah, absolutely farming those frags, and as they walk out of those smokes. Economy, another Prime Gaming flawless, this time in the hands of Crew.
He is 9 kills above anyone else in the server at the moment.
Got the best gun in the game, mate. I don't know.
Well, how come it didn't work out? Oh, they know deltuc is there. They know he's hiding in the smoke and almost try and bait it out. Redgar should have this timing on point. Clearing him is going to be so important. In fact, he's pushing back in, and he's still managing to get kills. The timing eventually works in his favor, and it's traded out into the 1 versus 1. A chance here, and the plant is not in the best of spots. Nags is going to close out the round.
The confidence boost that he really needed, because so far, like I said, this map rather, hasn't reached the same form that he did over on Breeze. Now,
so low.
He's going to feel a lot better. Closing out this round, putting 11 on the board.
This leaves things a little bit vulnerable, but bypassing through into this B side is going to be very difficult, especially again with Mizzino just popping. 4 kills already. Redgar left as the late lurk coming through B. Mizzino, he wants this ace. He wants to close this out single-handedly, and as he runs through, he can't quite get it, but still a fantastic round from him again.
Yes, he does! And he's not quite going to catch them, but he's slowing them down. He's harassing them in the back lines. 20 seconds left as they make their way forward. Up goes Nags, no knives connecting. Klaus, though, going huge. The Nano keeping them back, and this is already done. Crew walk out with 13-7. Map 3 is where we'll decide things. What an incredible performance by this Latin American side on their map pick.
We said it after the last one. Even though things looked bad after being 8-4 up and losing.
That pressure working exactly as intended for Gambit. The dash in for Defo, the space made. The rest of the team soon to follow. There's the flash, but Klaus blinded up, gets away with a double. He goes for more, but Chronicle puts a stop to that. Gambit showing up at least. Moment out. No, he is not. Okay, he did get shot, but the Boombot was about to take him down into a 2 versus 2. Low HP on both players from Gambit. The right clicks. That was a wallbang headshot. Chronicle only barely survives, and shahzam doing the best he can, but he won't get away with it in the end. Crew open up a 3rd map with a pistol win. Gambit use those numbers and the weapons, the armor that they've got to take these fights. Opening it up well onto Klaus. The stinger not quite landing, but there's plenty more players here. Mizzino does well to find the first, but Gambit answer back quickly. Swiftly put the advantage into their favor. Kesnet is still on the site, though. That spike, not yet planted, puts Gambit in an awkward spot. They have no idea that he is here. The pressure by deltuc in towards the elbow might be a little bit dangerous. He doesn't know there's a player on the right, but he still checks it and sprays right away. Huge from deltuc, leaving Chronicle still inside of Hookah all alone. He at least has the information now, but they have the numbers.
Oh, the blast back actually pushes him off a little bit, and then Kesnet is there to close out the round. Trying his best to respond, and does still have the paint shells, but will be forced at least to fade away. Again, though, Mitch, the time. That's
up close with that Sheriff is caught. deltuc maintaining the control, but as he peeks out, they actually lose 2. With Kesnet going down, things are in threat, but doesn't. Oh, the Seeker used here to find Redgar. Sure, they'll take him down, but we made an excuse for the previous round, which is very valid.
And again, we're getting down to that late round spot. This time it is looking like a B hit, but look at the rotation already coming. Kesnet looking to try and bolster up this defense. They have utility to try and pull them back, but what is that from Nads? He just completely eliminates Klaus. Mizzino in the corner will eventually be cleared. Still though, there's a multitude of players on this site.
Oh, he was ready for the peek up top. Does well to at least eliminate shahzam. Nads in with 1 before he falls. It's all left onto deltuc. He's fighting inside the snake bite, being conscious of every flank potential, but ultimately with no information on Redgar, he just couldn't do anything. Feels bad for deltuc, but Gambit finally. Well, the orbital strike ready in deltuc's hand. We said 30 seconds left as they move in towards the site. They've got to take him down. There's the orbital strike. deltuc just about manages to get it down, delays a little more time. Showstopper comes out as well. Gambit are scared to go for the plant. They're scared to go near the site. Kesnet eventually firing in. He'll find nothing. It lands just outside the door, leaving Defo alive on this off angle, but the spike still hasn't been planted, and they are running low on time. Nats doing his best to buy them the space, but eventually he has to just stick it, and with his teammate down, they just need to rush him. Perfectly handled by Crew. It is 5-1.
Angle for you, instead giving that 1v1 over to someone like Nags. You know he wants to take those fights. You know he wants those individual battles. Klaus, he's going to spot everything out of the side of Gambit. They are looking to try and pressure into this position, but there's counter utility there.
Great snake bite. There's no way you can push through that. The invisible gun coming out. deltuc able to take Nats, and Well, with no more Utah left, it's all about those raw angles, but the time is against them. There's more than enough players of Crew to just keep those trades going. Defo needs to go nuclear, and he will get nothing done. 6-1 for Crew.
You can't rely on that.
He was almost riding on top of the drone for a second there. Good kill by Defo.
Good counter.
Early aggression. Mazzino's only good for one. This is the start that Gambit wants in a round like this. They've got the man advantage, and there's rifles to be retrieved. A plant found. Only thing is Nats is down, so that Viper's Pit, which would have basically guaranteed the round, is now no. My God, Redguard just got headshot by a snake bite. And then taken down immediately. What is happening? Crew
Player standing.
absolutely storming the site. Kesnet's found a triple, and Chronicle, do your best with your shock dart. It's not going to be enough. He only finds a Spectre as well to play with, and they're happy to just defuse this in the open. It comes close, but in the end, Kesnet finds 4. One away from ulti himself, and this is just...
The fast-paced nature of Gambit, countering Nags in the early round, clearing that position, getting another entry onto the site with Mazzino left on his own, and then it was just this retake. Perfectly placed utility to force them out. And then Kesnet, well, if he just lands everything...
Ultimately, they're not delivering when it comes to a lot of these duels. Oh no, Delzik actually got caught by that Seeker. Now he can't see, but as his vision returns, Shados rounds the corner. The trade quick. With that Viper's Pit down, this gets a lot easier. Redguard's being caught, a spam through the box to eliminate him, but Nats wants to take the fight behind enemy lines. The problem is they can't plant the spike with him here, but it doesn't matter if they take the whole team down. Running in towards the team. 32.
Actually looks like he wants to try and go for the peak. Timing's going to be absolutely everything here, and as you said, the kill could bring him up to the showstopper, but it's well timed by Gambit. I think that was a barless stat that came in early in the tournament. I don't know how much it has carried through. That's a big Hunter's Fury, but okay. Kesnet gets 2 kills with 2 different pieces of his utility. Already down to just a couple of players remaining. Ultimate's not going to play a part at all at this stage for Gambit. They're just trying to fall away. But Kesnet comes back for more. 3 kills already. They're even going to get the res. And Redguard needs the best clutch of the tournament.
I had to give a round of applause for that one because that was incredible. The slow into the nade on mid. The second nade that was online. We had another nade. When you put that orbital strike, no one is getting through. I'm so impressed by what we're seeing right here and now by this Crew side. And a well-earned 8-4 half.
Yeah, I don't actually mind the strat as well. The pace change coming out from Gambit, an attempted fast push in, but this time they were more than ready for it. And again, you don't really have anything to break that with.
Yeah, it's tough in a round like this. But at least you can knife it up. Oh, Shados is down. Snakebite nade. And they walk away with the kill. The knife given away that there's a player up close. In fact, there's 2 as Gambit look to get back into the site, but Crew are already ahead. The dash out buys them a little bit of space, but they get no kills on the back of it. Crew are shutting them down. Back-to-back pistols.
Here.
He's got him. He's cut him off. He's seen him, but they might just try to pressure him in now. Good call to put the wall down. Nats can't do anything. There's no way out with what he's working with. Kesnet's fallen, and things do get dangerous, especially with the 1-to-1 trades. Mazzino and Delzik left to try and close this out. Crew did so well by winning the pistol, but it's all for naught if they lose this.
They're looking to try and find Shados. They want to hunt him down. Instead, he's looking to try and gather it with the rest of the team. Gambit want to play this one together, but it has given some extra positioning to Delzik, wanting to try and use that Molotov to hold them back that little bit further. Mazzino in a good position as well. They've had to try and bypass this one, looking to shut them down. It's left onto Mazzino. The time is ticking through, but he'll win it anyway. Another clutch out from Crew. Really have much for this after plan though. You'd almost be a little bit disappointed if this didn't work out for Gambit.
Oh, they think it's clear?
No, they're going to clear it. A good check from Nats, and they are methodically just removing these players one by one. This is clean from Gambit. It's left all onto Nags, and they are already watching for this. A beautiful retake from Gambit, not letting anything get away from them. No weapons lost, and it's going to be a Prime Gaming flawless as well, which is now being expected. They get scanned up just a moment later. Already, though, we're seeing ultimates pop in. Delzik, even while stuck in the suck, is going to get a kill onto Redguard. Trades coming back thick and fast from Chronicle, though. 2 off the back of the Guardians, not bad at all.
They're going to start moving on the back of the flash. Showstopper goes through, blast pack as well. Nobody seen just yet. And he'll be shot in the side! Chronicle going huge in this round. He's found 4. And really saved Gambit's behind. He won't find any more than that, but the 1v2 is looking unlikely. Mazzino Walks right into the op to close it out 10. I think Crew cracking this nut's going to be difficult indeed. But they're still looking to move towards this B site. Gambit are stacked up, ready to take him down. Recon to back site. That's going to give them a lot of control. And as you see, the snake bite in the Astra util is destroying them as they jump on out. Oh no. The push in, this is dangerous. Klaus is going to have an opportunity on his hands here. He's already spotted the player up close. Nats is in a bit of danger, but luckily he deals with him. The spike is dropped, and, well, Nags, he might have the res, but I don't think he's going to be using it.
Yeah, he's been having a tough time on this Sage. Definitely not looking as impactful as we saw in the first map when we witnessed him on his jet. Again, even cost in this round, it doesn't really matter anymore. He's already got his ultimate, it's already over. And the fact is, that's another Prime Gaming flawless. Now
it's going to reveal them. They know there's players down on long. Gambit are going to be expecting this to be a B hit now. Getting a little bit worried for them. There's the Hunter's Fury. The orbital strike return. shahzam gets out.
The thing is, though, it has bought time. They were expecting to make their burst onto the site. Instead, it's a flash straight through. Nats has managed to find a couple, but the trades are in thick and fast. This is the best opportunity for Crew so far, and they instantly put down the Viper's Pit. They look to lock out these players from behind. The spike going in as well for the spawn. It makes it so difficult for this retake. Redgar, though, Cosmic Divide, trying to make some space.
Yeah, they still have to deal with the Viper up close, though. There is a judge on the floor. Potential to pick that up and look for those duels, but it's just a drop in. There's the first, but Redgar's caught on the way out. Crew get off the starting point at last.
Myself around like that was almost just a burn around from Crew. Just throw everything they can at it just to make sure they get the victory. But now they actually need to build off of this, and that's the thing. We've mentioned this already. They're going to be able to get a couple of rounds doing things like this, like a Viper's.
Don't really need to get aggressive, but why not? When you have that dash available, this is dangerous. And you can see that they're very scared of that operator, and why wouldn't you be? Chronicle playing behind the smoke, and there's the opening. As they come around the corner, they're not expecting him to still be aggressive. And he's gonna get all five! An ace for Chronicle! The round saved!
That's one of the best plays I've ever seen. I don't understand how he manages to not only find the 4 kills, but then the player behind him as well. This was truly ridiculous from Chronicle. He is having one of the best tournaments. I think he's definitely in the running for MVP if they manage to get into that final. And that has got to be heartbreaking. The entries that they found. Great the round.
This is heartbreaking, man. Crew got the opening and everything, and now the early aggression goes Chronicle's way, but in 1-for-1 trades, Kesden chasing them into their spawn, and it's gonna catch shahzam. What is that? Crew are upping the aggression completely, and now they've got a 4v3 post-plant.
Yeah, they've managed to reclaim one of the rifles, the other 2 deep, but the issue now on the other side is the weaponry. It's not there for a retake for Gambit. They've got themselves a single rifle. Another's been retrieved at least for Defo, so he can look to try and take some space into the site, but this is passive, and they still have a lot of post-plant utility to go. It's just going to be stuck within it. It's not actually being tagged by the Molotov. He's just going to hold it all the way, but Kesvik comes up huge, and so does Delzik. It is going to be a thrifty win from the side of Crew to get of this Viper utility. They've got to be so careful to make sure that they clear this extra spot. He's hiding within their own smoke, and already 2 are going to go down. Nats goes huge as well. In response, he's looking for an ace of his own, leaving just one man standing, and he wants to try and fight for it. shahzam will steal it away, but they respond with a Prime Gaming floor. Both could be the difference maker, but they're still looking to try and fight for this. They're watching for Defo, but they have the trades. Chronicle is going to give them a 2-man advantage, and there needs to be a response from Crew.
An attempt by Klaus, at least. There's the first 3 versus 4. Gambit locked in towards bathroom and being pressured from both sides. This is a little scary. Nags already able to pick up the opening, and now they'll come in on the other side, but Defo at least manages to secure his back. Now looks to the site where Delzik and Klaus are trying to get the plant in. In fact, no, they're trying to bring the fight to them all the way into the spawn. But look at shahzam. He's holding for it. He's conscious of this play, and now he's got the spike as well. Gambit looking to take us all the way to overtime unless Klaus can do something. And no, it's going to be OT on the final map. Klaus in danger. The operator scoped in on him, and he goes a little too wide. That's the opening for Gambit.
Yeah, the pixel shot connected, and Sure, kyedae's gone to try and reclaim that ground. There's also going to be aggressive pushing coming through, but the information is there. Rotation already making its way from the side of Crew. They've left this B site fairly vulnerable, but by the looks of it, at least for now, the gamble's correct. Nats, though, takes the space.
Porter waited for his teammates, pushed out. Now they can three-man take the site. Nags on the back, hasn't been spotted. The spray is good for Nats. The spike delayed a little longer. 15 seconds on the clock. They need to get this planted, but they've got the manpower to cover the angles. Nags is pressured on the backside. Chronicle taking a big risk, pushing forward. Guessed it, manages to find two. The spike being planted, nade in. It has to be tagged. And Chronicle maintains 16 HP. He's alive on the site, but only barely, and kyedae's gonna deal with him. Down to the 1v1. Showstopper fired, but it won't land. Doesn't find the target this time around, and Defo scoped in with the operator. No dash online, and there he goes! 3 kills! Not by that much. There's the smokes, there's the flash, and now out they come. kyedae has gotten himself into a good position, and look at that crossfire. Oh, that's so nicely played by Crew. Down to the 2v1. The IGL of Redgar has it all to do, and it's almost impossible to even plant at this point as he looks to sneak in towards the spawn. He has to be careful. The angle held from inside of Hookah. He'll smoke it. He'll move in through, and he'll take deltuc down, even going for the next, but no! Klaus saves the day yet again.
This round.
And it's the same setup we saw before. Defo looking to take the opening. He'll find a shot, no kill, but then the judge comes in! Redgar's good for 2! Defo in with another, but he'll fall! The snake bite, gonna slow them down a little bit. Klaus is too low. If he goes into a fight now, he might just fall, and deltuc's nowhere nearby to trade. A decision has to be made here and now. Where do they go? And the plant faked out the spray coming through, but Nats won't find anything with it. Still, eventually they need to move. What a shot by deltuc! With Shados down, he's all alone, and Nats will double up to bring us to overtime number 3, Tom. We keep on going. As we've spotted a player inside of Hookah, but Nags manages to make it away. Luckily, Mazzino in danger if he peeks into that operator, and in fact, it's going to be a full rotate. Gambit are fast pushing the A site, but the problem is, Crew are still here. They haven't moved, and the molly's going to slow them completely. deltuc even takes a kill, and they cannot trade. That molly is buying them all the time in the world, and with the classic, deltuc finishes off the round on a 3.
There's no more information available for the side of Gambit, and there's a vulnerable site.
Nice nade. This forces Nats to play inside the site, but Shados has that covering fire from the side. Nats showing up and eliminating the Hookah push. Crew run headfirst into a brick wall. The spike is down on the site, and Gambit have full control, full rotations. All of their bases are covered. They need a miracle on the side of Crew to get away with this, and deltuc sneaking out of Hookah on 1 HP won't be it. We are going to another overtime. Around, it's a different story. Gambit are pushing out to this site quickly, trying to push the pace and catch their opponents off guard, and that's exactly what happens. A triple to open it up. Defo keeps on going. A triple of his own, in fact. A Blade Storm popped in the right click. Is going to look to close this out. Mazzino walking headfirst into it, but Redgar catches him in the crossfire.
What is going
16 to 15, and Tom, my worry now is that Gambit's defense has been the attack, and that completely blindsided Crew.
The last attacking round Gambit had was a prime gaming flawless to their opponents. Now they get one of their own. There is so much resistance.
The clock was an issue for Gambit. It might now be for Crew. On their way in towards this site, Defo's being pushed off. He's able to dash away to safety, and Chronicle's still here, waiting for them to walk through, but he whiffs at the worst possible moment. So too does Defo. Crew are back in the game. They've shown up here, and now the snake bites trying to slow them and push them out of position. 12 seconds left on the clock. They need to plant the spike now. They're getting it down, and it looks like they've got the round in the bag.
To try and give them the false info that somebody has pushed up. That is not the case. kyedae, though, is almost just running its way through. Already dead, but the trade comes through. Back into a 3v3 scenario. Chronicle left alone, but the info is that there's no one else here.
Already, the players are starting to rotate, and it's all on Chronicle. He'll be checked, but he still gets the first. That's it, though. Great trade back by deltuc as they look for the site. That'll be Nags getting his res online if they can get this spike down. The molly, but they've already pushed through. Oh, he's on the back side. They won't expect him already. Nat's able to take one, and he'll take the second. 18-16. The defending champions take it across the line. Gambit are going to the grand final.
Listen, hey.